Good afternoon. We're starting out with breaking news at this hour. A devastating fire in downtown Huntington, Oregon. Several businesses caught fire. You're looking at viewer photos of that scene late last night. The Baker County Sheriff's Office says they have arrested the person who they think is responsible. He is now charged with arson. KTVB's Joey Prechtel just arrived on scene. So Joey, I know you haven't had a lot of time to look around, but give us the latest. This is the first time we've seen the scene here.
Well, Carolyn, 3 businesses are completely gone. The fire completely burned those buildings down. Now, the businesses that are gone are Grady's Tavern, Howell's Cafe, and then the Streamliner Lounge. Now, take a look at this mugshot. Here's a look at the man deputies say is responsible. He is 21-year-old Raymond Hayes Garcia. Now, deputies say he's a transient, and they've charged him with arson. Now, here's what happened last night. Authorities got a call for a disturbance around right before 11 o'clock. They responded, and the victim of that disturbance told them that the suspect had allegedly made comments saying he was going to burn down the bar. Well, deputies found Garcia and talked to him, but at that time, no crime had been committed, so they left. Later, though, the deputies saw smoke from the fire and saw the buildings engulfed. Deputies say the historic building obviously meant a lot to the small Eastern Oregon community. Now, Garcia is facing arson charges. And one last thing, when deputies later responded to that fire, they said that Garcia was just standing right here in the street behind me, just looking at the fire that they say he allegedly started. Now, right now, it's not safe for investigators to get inside those buildings. That's why they still have this area blocked off with this tape that you can see behind me. Investigators are still waiting. I don't know if you can see in the shot, but there's still some smoke actually rising from it. And I saw some flames earlier today. So investigators are just waiting for the fire to be completely put out until they can actually get inside and kind of find out what exactly started this fire. So we'll stay up to date on this and give you the latest updates on our webpage, social media, as well as the news at 4. Carolyn,
Joey, can I ask you just a few questions? Because this is a major story for a town that size. Huntington is not very big. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to too many people. You said investigators. Do they even have their own fire department? How did they fight this large fire?
Well, what's on scene here, Carolyn, from what I can see is this. Let me step off here to get a better look. I did see a Huntington fire truck, actually 2 of them earlier today. They are starting to clear the scene right now, though. So we did see them, and I was able to talk with one local man. He came by just to check out the destruction for himself. He said he couldn't believe it. He told me that he had actually used to work in Grady's Bar as well as the historic building. He said he's been in Huntington for 27 years, and that it's just a complete shame that this had to happen. And obviously with the big weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and with the Catfish Derby going on too, he's, obviously a lot of people coming to Huntington this weekend for that event. So what that local man told me, just that, it's devastating for the community. Not quite sure what's going to happen with the historic building right now. I talked to investigators. They said it's really up to the community to see if they can try to restore the building or do anything with it to save it.
Boy, that could be a big chore. So you're right. Economically, this is devastating. I'm sure in memories as well. Now, Joey, I know you just got there, but to give people at home an idea if they haven't been to Huntington, because it is off of I-84, it is, let's see, west of Ontario. Is that correct?
Yes, it is west of Ontario. I'm not sure how many miles it is, but yeah, you just take exit 353 off of 84 for about 5 or 6 miles, and then you're in this small town of Huntington.
Well, we don't need people to flock out there right now, but definitely when they rebuild, they'll need it for the economy. Joey, we appreciate you hustling out there and giving us this story and very dramatic video as well. Thank you so much for that.